Bonnie and Clyde were certainly no strangers to Oklahoma. Bonnie Parker spent part of her childhood here, and their final major crime, the shooting death of a constable, took place in Commerce. Their 4-year reign of terror has been chronicled repeatedly in print and film, and they remain fascinating partners in crime. Now, a potentially priceless artifact is under examination at the University of Central Oklahoma. And Taylor Jackson joins us now with more on that story. Taylor?
Rich, that artifact is a purse believed to be owned by Bonnie Parker. Now the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum and UCO's Forensic Institute are working together to see if that purse was in fact owned by Parker. Michael Grauer is the McCullison Chair of Cowboy Culture and Curator of Cowboy Collections and Western Art. He says obtaining this artifact was a great opportunity.
Who reached out to us and said that they had this artifact and asked if we'd be interested.
The National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum reached out to the UCO Forensic Institute after receiving the purse from a local family.
They reached out to me, and then I emailed our faculty and said, hey, we have this request. Does anyone have any ideas?
Instructor of forensic science, Caitlin Porterfield, says faculty and staff had plenty of input on what testing to use.
And so then we got together with the museum staff and we discussed the techniques and what we wanted to do and kind of the order of the examinations that we wanted to do and set up a plan.
In order to extract the DNA, the team used a mixture of heat and chemicals to burst cells open. Dr. Williams is the Associate Professor of Forensic Science at UCO. She says the age of the purse made it difficult to determine what process to use on the artifact.
And so in this case, I was not sure which kit would be best. So I used 2 separate kits that have different chemistries to extract the DNA, just to see maybe which one would be better. I mean, we're working with a purse that supposedly is over 100 years, almost 100 years old.
The team is also analyzing fingerprints found on the purse.
When we do fingerprint analysis, we also want to use the least destructive technique. We don't want to add any chemicals or powder or anything to the purse that could destroy it.
Unlike what you've seen in your favorite crime show, they will use special lighting instead of powder during the testing process.
What we're going to be doing is we're going to be placing the purse under an alternate light source and also a UV light that's connected to a microscope. The idea is that we can do this without adding any chemicals.
They will then take the image of the fingerprints and analyze it. The team is also working to obtain Bonnie Parker's tinprints to compare fingerprints found on the purse.
There's also stories that say that when she was apprehended, one of her left hand was blown off. And so there may not be a tinprint card for her left hand.
Porterfield also hopes to involve undergraduate and graduate students in the second phase of the project.
So I think it's a really unique opportunity for them to apply the forensic science skills that they learned in class to a real world or authentic context.
And so we really love to work on projects like this, something that we get to kind of do that's exciting and different from our regular everyday job. So we hope that this continues our partnership with the museum.
The museum also plans to feature the purse in an upcoming exhibit.
There's a great deal of mythology about Bonnie and Clyde, who they were, what they became, what led to their demise, and so on. So that's a big part of what we're going to tell in that exhibition.
The UCO forensic teams tells me that they plan to finish this process and have results by the end of the month.